Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Omoye. I'm a professional real estate consultant. With my experience, I help people in buying genuine properties within Lagos and outside Lagos. Today's video, I'll be talking about beginner's guide to land and home ownership in Lagos. But first of all, I'll be talking about real estate and for beginners. As you know, real estate refers to land and buildings, including natural resources. For example, water and minerals within that land. So before I dive in, there are majorly 4 types of real estate. These types of real estate are: number 1, residential real estate. This is more like residential, for example, living like houses, apartments, duplexes, and terraces. Number 2, we have commercial real estate. Commercial real estate deals with businesses such as offices, hotels, supermarkets, and playgrounds. Number 3 is industrial real estate. Industrial real estate is used for warehouses, factories, and storage facilities. These are more majorly for storage and industrialization. We have number 4, which is land. Land can be as investment or farming. There are important things for you to know more about land. As we go further, I'll be explaining these things more after the other. I'll be breaking them down for you to understand as a beginner.
Now let's talk about land. When buying land, you need to look at factors. Number 1, which is documentation. You need to verify the title of the property, such as C of O. C of O is known as also about the deed of assignment document. These are all kinds of
Number 2, land size and plots. Before buying a land, you need to consider knowing about the land size and plots. To ensure a standard plot, which is typically 60 feet to 120 feet, which is there about 648 square meters, known as a plot. In some localities and communities, a 648 square meter is known as one plot, while in some communities, a 600 square meter is known as one plot, and also a 500 square meter is also known as a plot in Ibeju, Lekki. That is why some people sell 35 million naira for a plot. So these are in different ways what happens in the communities you are dealing with. Buying a smaller portion in 300 square meter can be known as half plot for a 600 square meter, while buying 250 square meter is known as half plot in a 500 square meter in that particular community. It depends on what as the survey, the plan that has been carried out in that locality. So this is what you need to consider knowing about half plots and full plots. In my number 3, I'll be talking about topography. Topography helps you to check if the land is dry or waterlogged. That is why some lands like low-lying areas may require extra expenses for sand filling before building. That is why you see some lands are swampy or waterlogged, and why in some situations you will see about it is 100% dry land. This is my number 4. My number 4 is zoning. Zoning in some lands are designated for agriculture or residential or commercial purposes. It ensures the land you are buying aligns with your intended uses. So this is my number 4 point. So in my number 5, I talk about accessibility to road and location. Considering how accessible the land is and the development prospect of the area, land closer to urban areas or infrastructure development tend to appreciate faster. So, like this can be in Lekki or Ikoyi, or talking about affordability, talking about Ibeju, Korodu, or Mobe. So this is where access to road and location comes in. So I'll be telling you the important things to know before buying a house. As you know, as land is important, so as buying a house is very important. So I'll be breaking these details further. You need to know a lot about it before buying a house in Lagos, especially in Lagos. Either you are buying within or outside of Lagos.
There are things for you to know before buying a house. Number 1 is your budget. When you're looking into budget, you need to look at the cost of that house. You need to look at other costs, which is the agency
Fees and taxes.
So these are things you need to look at. That is my point. And number 2 is inspection. Before buying a property, you need to first see the property. You need to verify the property. You need to know if it is finishing or not. You need to know where the location is. You need to
Very important for you to check that property before buying it. That is why you need to know the conditions of that house you are buying, if it's a fully finished project or furnished project or off-plan projects.
And my number 3 is location. Is consider more about it. Just how I talk about location. Location also about how. You have to know if this house is rural or urban. You need to also see it's also in a serene environment. A rural environment. You know, we are talking about and the luxury. These are things. house, uh, governance fund, building the the certificate of the and these are and I'm so sure for you will know that this is very vital and this coming into real estate or you are into real estate and you are confused what I need to become and life to reach us or to know a property listing. I need you to reach the chain of use it to reach which is 090 60 90 and you can follow us on our social media handles on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Telegram, at on the that's your dream and buy on. You don't just dream. You don't just be helped. We help you achieve that goal.
And that's why we are here in the real estate space.